Welcome back, you beautiful humans. Today's video is going to be about types of teachers because I feel like we've all had our fair share of awesome and completely terrible teachers. Alright, so our first type of teacher is the very standard to-the-book teacher. Like, you start at the bell, you end at the bell. That one, and I know that you know what I'm talking about and that you've had one of those before. This teacher is usually the one to give you assigned seats on the very first day of school and do the whole thing where you write 5 facts about you on a card and stand up and say your name in front of the whole class, that kind of bullshit. I don't know about you guys, but I know that when I got my new schedule for the year or for the semester, I would ask my friends if they had that teacher before and see how they felt about them and how the class was, like if it was easy or hard, a blow-off class or not, and see what they had to say. And always their response would be, just don't get on their bad side. I don't know how many of you were in extracurricular activities or school clubs or sports, but I was in band. I know, I was that band geek. And when you were in one of these things, you normally got taken out of class to have to go to a meet or some sort of like event or something like that. This teacher did not care what you did outside of their class. As far as they're concerned, after you left, you just live, sleep, and breathe whatever subject they taught. They didn't care if you had something to do after school or if your grandma was in the hospital. As long as you had their homework done the next day, you were good. You were on their good side. Well, getting back to band, I was taken out for a lot of pep rallies and stuff like that, having to play to like cheer on our teams and everything for the school. So this type of teacher did not particularly like me. Don't even get me started on when you would show up the next day and you didn't have your homework done or you weren't prepared for that quiz or test, because you should have done it yourself and got it from somebody, because it's not their responsibility to let you know what you missed. Anyway, this type of teacher and me never really got along very well, not because I was a bad kid. I normally had all my stuff in on due dates and things like that, but just because I was a very busy kid in a lot of activities and I wasn't in class all the time because of them. Alright, so the second type of teacher is, I think, everyone's favorite, the one who simply does not care about anything at all. Normally this teacher is like really old and close to retirement and just trying to like push out the last couple years, or really young and new at it and they're just trying to get the kids to like them so they get a good name around the school or something along those lines. But either way it goes, I'm talking barely any homework, if any, group projects, no like final exams or anything, and if there is like a grade that you need to put in for that slot, it would be like a project, like I said, and it's just really awesome. As long as you don't make an ass of this teacher, and when they're actually trying to teach you something, you listen and pay attention, you're gonna have a great time in this class. You're not gonna have any problems. My favorite is they probably put lots of movies on and tell you to write down 10 facts about what you learned in the movie, and that's an excuse to be able to watch a movie during class. So. And the last type of teacher is probably everybody's worst nightmare, is just the mean one that nobody likes going to. No one ever has anything good to say. Even the other teachers don't like this teacher. It's pretty bad. This teacher gives homework every night, quizzes every week, a test at the end of every single week. Like, they give you crazy amounts of homework when they give you homework. It's just ridiculous. You better be paying attention to this class and taking notes and doing all your homework, because if you don't, you'll fall behind, and when you ask for help, they'll think that you just aren't trying hard enough and that if you tried harder, you wouldn't need the help, and they just suck. This type of teacher thinks that since he knows what's going on or she knows what's going on, everyone else should know what's going on the first time they explain it to you, no matter what. You know how teachers usually like decorate the rooms? Sometimes there's posters on the wall, it's like colorful, it might be like a candle lit, smells nice in the room, something along those lines. Yeah, no, not this teacher. This teacher's room is completely blank most of the time, really boring, just like their personality. You just want to get into that class and get out, and that's it. I know I've had my fair share of these types of teachers. I'm sure I missed plenty of them, so if you want to let me know your stories, you can leave them down in the comments below. That'd be cool too. I like reading the comments, so go ahead, do that. Alright guys, that's all I have for you this week. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because that'll make me also very happy. Also, please comment below what you guys want to see next, because I'm very indecisive and I have a hard time picking topics. I'm lazy. Anyway, until next time, you guys are awesome, and I'll see you later. Bye.
To this fake shit, so go ahead, go nuts, go ape shit. Especially in my pastel on my plate shit. Act like you can't tell who made this new gospel, homie. Take 6 and take this, haters. That don't kill me.